Occupy Portland!
Good evening!
As some of you know, my name is BARTEK. I've been camping here since day one, and I've been distributing flyers for Occupy Bohemian Grove, which will take place July in Monterey, California. Why July? Because that's when the Bohemian Club has their encampment. At the moment, Monterey is a tiny community of 3,000 people in the redwoods of Northern California. It's a ghost town right now. But in July, a huge portion of the most powerful men in the world, or shall I say the 1%, will all converge for a 2-week encampment. Bohemian Grove is a 2,700-acre campground that plays host to what I can only describe as a Burning Man festival for the global elite.
I'm trying to record something.
The centerpiece is an extremely creepy ritual which I will show you after I'm done speaking. The ritual is called the Cremation of Care ceremony, and it's been infiltrated and filmed on 3 occasions. Twice by the BBC and once by Alex Jones of Infowars.com. I will be showing you the Alex Jones footage without his lunatic commentary. In these past 3 weeks, we've been united through our contempt of greed and corruption. But once you see this, you'll realize how much deeper and how much more bizarre this goes than you could ever possibly imagine. So who are the Bohemian Club members? Well, I'll roll off a bunch of names for starters. Every Republican president since 1888. Yes, every single one of them. Reagan, Nixon, both the Bushes. McCain, Rumsfeld, Cheney, even Democrats like Bill Clinton and Jimmy Carter. But beyond them, fellow Grovers include the entire Rockefeller clan, Fox News CEO Rupert Murdoch, Henry Kissinger, Warren Buffett, John Boehner, Jeb Bush, Walter Cronkite, Alan Greenspan, Karl Rove, Norman Schwarzkopf, and even Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So what do they do? Well, trying to explain this to any sane person is a real feat because it sounds completely ludicrous. As a former political journalist, street crazies and conspiracy types would rant about this to me, and I would always brush it off. But then I looked deeper into it, and my life has never been the same. Quite frankly, now I feel like Roddy Piper in They Live. The movie we'll be watching tonight afterwards. So here's the deal, guys. Every year our leaders meet at a man-made lake in the middle of the grove in which a statue of a giant 40-foot stone owl rests at the lake's shoreline. The ritual is claimed to be part of an annual traditional play because the Bohemian Club started out as an artist getaway in 1888 and slowly was bought out by the rich to make, once again, their own version of a Burning Man festival. The peak of this play is an occult ritual where our leaders wear druid robes with hoods, like KKK outfits but colored red and black. They carry torches, chant a creepy sermon, and then burn what many eyewitnesses and defectors claim is an effigy or dummy of a human child inside a coffin underneath a gigantic 40-foot stone owl. After the coffin, which emblemizes care, is burning, pyrotechnics explode everywhere in a huge spectacle. Listen. The owl, some claim, represents Moloch, the ancient Babylonian god of war and human sacrifice. Although the Grovers claim this is just their mascot and symbolizes knowledge. This ceremony is reportedly served as a catharsis for pent-up high spirits and to present symbolically the salvation of the trees by the club and an exorcising of the demon to ensure the success of the ensuing 2 weeks. This owl shrine was designed by sculptor and 2-time club president Haig Padigan and built in the 1920s. The club's patron saint is John of Nepomuk, who legend says suffered death at the hands of the Bohemian monarch rather than to disclose the confessional secrets of the Queen. A large wood carving of St. John in cleric robes with his index finger over his lips stands at the shore of the lake in the grove, symbolizing the secrecy kept by the grove's attendees throughout its long history. Again, I know what this sounds like. And what makes it further weird is that this is basically the one place where the supposedly Christian conservative power brokers get to unleash and have their homosexual orgies. Eyewitnesses claim that most of the men are running around naked and drunk for 2 weeks. In the Watergate tapes, Richard Nixon was caught describing Bohemian Grove as, quote-unquote, the most fakey goddamn thing you could ever imagine. And then there are the 118 sub-camps, where the leaders are sectioned off into quadrants by their occupations. Here are some. Owl's Nest, for U.S. presidents, military and defense contractors. Caveman, think tanks, oil companies, banking and defense. Lost Angels, big banking, defense contractors and media. The Hillbillies, big business, banking, politics. Mandalay,
and the Bush family.
Contractors. Stowaway, Rockefeller family members. Uplifters, corporate executives, big business. Hideaway, military. Isle of Aves, military. Silverado squatters, big business, defense contractors. Semper Virens, California-based corporations. Hillside, which is military and joint chiefs of staff. And Idlewild, which is California joint corporations. So without further ado, I am going to show you the infiltration video of this notorious ceremony. And if anyone is crazy enough to join me in the most dangerous and lunatic occupation in the entire United States, feel free to contact me. If anyone wants more info, just talk to me later tonight. Thank you, Occupy Portland, and enjoy John Carpenter's They Live.
Hell
Peace.
yeah.
Thank you. Love you.